So an obvious first, and this is for all those who watch the film Shudder, how to act in a horror film. In a horror film, like I get a lot of questions about, oh, were you stressed out while acting in Shudder? You look stressed all the time. It's actually quite a technical type of acting, focusing and circle of attention. Like for instance, when I bring up circle of attention, I mean like if you were to sit down and I were to tell you, okay, focus on things that are 1 meter around you. After a moment, your things that are further away, like the sounds in the other room or whatever, they'll tune out and you won't hear those things, and everything will be quite claustrophobic because everything is quite close to you. So quite often that's a technique that's used in films that require something that feels tense. So you bring that focus close to you and you just focus on all the details. And so if you've got a bottle, you'd be like B, and then you just breathe hard. And you're just looking at it, it's like B, A, N, Y, A, N, banyan tree. You'd be surprised how effective that is. Tip number 2. You're trying to create that anticipation. Something I like to do quite often is I like to pick up on the other person's breathing. And so I focus intently on how that other person's breathing. And in a way, it's waiting to see if she's going to say something to me. Is she going to say, I love you? And sometimes just instead of focusing on something the actor already knows, like the words, you know her dialogue, you know what she's going to say. So you can focus on her breathing, and it creates an anticipation. Tip number 3. So a lot of people are quite daunted by the idea of having to cry on camera. One thing that really helps with me is that I think the opposite. When you think of somebody who's acting drunk, have you ever watched something and it feels like, why, that looks so fake? Because he's trying to act drunk. And this is where the opposite comes in, because people who are drunk try to act sober. So if you try your best to act sober, like if you're concentrating on everything, like, my name is Ananda. It's quite natural because that's what drunk people do. So that's how the opposite works.